Okay, welcome back. Episode 16. How is everybody doing? So in this episode, we're gonna get a bunch of things going at the same time here. I need to push this back a little bit, but we are going to start our big windmill build that I was talking about last episode. So this build is going to be right off the left here. I removed the beacon that we had built last episode. The build is going to be sitting pretty much right here. And I know last episode I made it pretty clear that I wanted to have the good viewing angle from over here, but after building in my creative world, the angle that we're really going to care about is pretty much going to be like coming up this pathway. Reasons for that, we are going to be having a lot of custom trees down through all of these fields and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be down the road. Just the thought of all the custom trees stresses me out. You may have also noticed so far in this like 45 seconds worth of video so far that I am trying to make this snappier and more interesting, unlike my other episodes where I ramble for like 20 minutes a session. So hopefully this is more interesting and you guys find it way more entertaining. Off camera, I gathered all the stuff we're going to need to be putting this windmill farmhouse build together. So I will get building and you guys will hopefully enjoy the final build and it'll look really nice. Getting the build started here, we're building a nice big front porch for the farmhouse. That way the whole family can chill out on the front porch and watch the sunset. Then we're going to get to our flooring here to lay out the shape of the build. The upper section will be the windmill part. The rest of it's going to be the actual house layout. Now it's time to start building this layer by layer. For the main house, we're going to be using stripped oak logs and oak planks. For the windmill portion, we're going to be using our white color palette of white concrete powder, white wool, bone blocks, diorite, and some spruce shelves for the accents. As we keep building up here, we're going to start laying out the interior of the building with a table, a kitchen, a stairs to go up, and the inner workings of the windmill. Adding some more details to the first floor, we're addressing the kitchen, adding a stove into there, adding some barrels for storage, especially into the pantry under the stairs. Finishing up the first floor and building up to the second floor, we're going to add the awning to the front porch and continue going up. As we start building up in the windmill, we add our grindstone for the wheat that would be coming through. We also build a loft into the farmhouse side to fill up some of the space that's available. Then we build up, start building our windmill blades, and finish off the roof of the farmhouse. All that's left to do at this point is continue to build up the rest of the windmill. The blades are coming in at the same time, and this is just going to wrap up the rest of our build here. There it is with all its glory. Hopefully that met everybody's expectations. I think I did a pretty good job on it. Even if I did a bad job, just lie to me anyways. Just tell me it looks good. Thank you. As I was saying before, this was going to be the prime viewing angle that I was planning on before this bridge gets built into here. But now that I'm going to be building custom trees, we're not going to have that angle because you can imagine trees lining the edge of this retaining wall. So this angle right here is, I think, what we really care about coming through here. But that's enough about custom trees. I can stop being a bad host. Let me give you guys the tour really quick. So they have a full kitchen equipped with a stove with a hood vent, fridge with shelving, understairs pantry, full dining room table. They were supposed to have curtains, but I forgot to make the banners for the curtains, so that's my fault. Coming upstairs to the second floor, they have a nice rug with a library / reading section. They have a couple beds for the kids to sleep in. Then coming up the loft, we have a master bed with a big window that has a pretty good view, if you ask me. Then coming over to the windmill section, some of you old school gamers might get this build, but this would be where the wheat would come and get collected. This is the second floor with a chute for the wheat to come into a grindstone. And this is the third floor where the windmill would be spinning a log, which then would be spinning the grindstone down below. If any of you old school gamers understand this windmill design, props to you. Leave a comment down below saying that you understand it so we can confuse all the young people. Wow, just flying from over this direction, I'm really liking how this is all starting to tie together over here. We definitely need to start building one of the fields. So let's do that right now, shall we? Let's build one of the tiny fields and see how we like it. All right, this is the layout that we're going to do for field number 1. This is the smallest field I think we have here. I'm going to run around and plant all of the seeds that we picked up while clearing this field just to get this starting to go, because we are going to need a lot of seeds to finish this whole field. I AFK'd a little bit and let the field completely grow in. It's starting to look pretty good, pretty good. So now it's time to get going on these other fields. Let's start her up. All right, we're about halfway done this first field and both of our hoes are pretty much broken. So I think we need to do a trip to the end and go repair our shovel and our hose and our other gear. First, we need to just drop off all this extra stuff really quickly. Really quickly before we go, I'm just going to combine these two. These are actually two hose that I found in End Cities. So I'm going to combine these two together. And we need some more rockets before we go. We still have to connect all of the like nether portals together, but I also want to do another project that I think will be even cooler. So that's going to be in the very short future coming up. Now the question is, where is the hole that I made for the end? Oop. Over here somewhere. Oop. That would be it. Now I just got to remember how to actually get to it. I believe it's down over here somewhere. Sure is. In we go. All right, sorry for your ears in advance. I'll turn it down for you guys. All right, all the tools are repaired up. I'm just gonna collect like, I don't know, 60 levels just to bring home, just in case we need it for something. Okay, level 60. All the tools are repaired. Let's get back to making the fields. I also brought back an entire inventory of ender pearls. That goes back to that whole, we need to connect the dimensions together better, so there's going to be a little project for that. And that project may or may not have a part that sits back here, but we'll figure that out on a different episode. Oh, it's like my forehead. That's also why I'm leaving like the back of the building pretty bare, because I don't know what I exactly want to do. And this spot back here is going to need a bit of a revamp for what I plan on building back here. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're going to do that in a pretty near episode, maybe even the next one, maybe. All right, let's wrap this field up, shall we? And it just started when I was about to start recording there. Time to start seeding this whole field. We can use this whole other field to get seeds out of, but this is definitely going to take a little bit and a lot of seeds to put down. So time to get to it. Just for reference, this is what an entire inventory of seeds looks like. So I figure we're probably going to need 2, 3, 4 total inventories full. So I'm going to go harvest this entire field and then go replant this side. Okay, the seeds have been planted. This is taking a long time, and it is probably some of the most mind-numbing content that has ever existed. But it's definitely coming together nice now. So if we put ourselves over here, ow, bounce off the rock, that already looks really nice. We still need this bottom plot to grow in all the way. I've been ping-ponging back and forth to get all the seeds. The other angle that we actually cared about was this one over here, and now we have that nice yellow from the wheat fields in there too. So there will be custom trees coming, so you'll see that through the trees. So while that's all growing in, there's something that I wanted to do to make my brain not hurt so much, because that is some of the most mind-numbing content that has ever existed. Just placing down wheat takes forever. So what I was thinking is down here, there's going to be a bridge that goes up and over to the other side over there that I haven't designed yet, but I really want to, let me fly over here. I really want to turn this into like a lake, like a little fishing area. I think it'd be really, really cool to have. So I want to make a little pathway that branches through somewhere over here, like a little footpath that people, like travelers coming down here, wouldn't want to go through their fields. So they kind of would like make their own pathway through here. So I figure probably somewhere like right here might not be bad, just to make a tiny little punch through like that. And then they would be tracking their way through. So probably something like that. So I figure they would probably have like trampled the ground over through this pathway, and it would kind of just like snake back up to the path. Something like that. So now the other thing we need to do, we need to come down the shore here with bone meal, because I want to get some of the tall grass and short grass all the way around this shoreline here, all the way down to the corner here. Then once we get all this tall grass in, I saw a design for some cattails that look absolutely fantastic that we're gonna have lining the shore this whole way pretty much. All right, let's get to bone meal in here. Cut this tree down here, and we gotta cut this tree down. All right, I think I got all the wood out of that. That should break down, but that might just turn into a floating tree. All right, I want less flowers. I pretty much want like no flowers on the shore here. I pretty much want it all to just be tall or short grass. All right, something like that is what we're looking for. So if I come across here, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Needs a little bit more over here. Did I get all of it? I did get all of it. All right, so where this path comes through, right here, gonna break out some of that. I figure we'll probably build a little like dock here coming off, maybe at like an angle. probably look kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to do that this episode, but what we need now is we need to get some candles, and we need to get some green stained glass panes. So let me grab some of those together real quick, and I'll show you this super simple little technique. I'm gonna stop over here at the bee sanctuary. Oh, they're just shooting those out. Okay, we're gonna need to empty that out. And this is almost full too. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to empty that out soon. That's overflowing. Next thing we need is string, which I should have some kicking around the base. If not, we can go over to the mob farm. Oh, we also have some candles here. All right, we did not have as much string as I thought we did, so let's get a quick sleep off with all the kitties. And then we need to go over to the jungle biome across from us. We need cocoa beans, and we also need to stop over at the mob farm over here really quickly. Yeah, I still plan on ripping this down. Oh, it has literally... Oh, that's right. This doesn't spawn any spiders. Duh. That wasn't very smart. Yeah, I still plan on ripping that thing down because it is practically useless. So, all right. So we need some cocoa beans. And while we were here, we also need to grab some cactus for some dyes. I need to make just a tiny cactus farm, but I'm not sneaking that into this episode. All right. And then we get to go home. Okay, so we can take the honeycomb with string to make candles. Use the candles with the brown dye to make brown candles. And then we can use the cactus. Need to go into the smelter. And then we need some glass. 64 of the panes. Okay. So prepare to absolutely feast your eyes on this absolutely amazing creation. All you do, glass pane, candle on it. And that's a cattail if I've ever seen one. So you just they normally form in clusters. Oop, not like that. They don't. Boom. You can even put them in the water. Like that. Make them different heights. Oop. I need my candle back. Give me that back. Then if we come over here and look. Cattails. So now all we gotta do is sprinkle those in little patches all around the border here, and we will have a nice little decorated lake set up as soon as I stop putting them right next to each other. There we go. We got our cattails littering the shore of our little lake area here that we got. I want to continue some more, but I got to go grab some more glass. So that's what that's going to look like. I think that's an absolutely amazing addition, and it's so simple. It's just one glass pane with a candle on top of it, and it looks so fantastic. So there's something else that I want to do at the end of this episode here. I want to show you guys what this looks like if I was to play with shaders on. I have a bunch of different shader packs, but there's only like a couple that I really appreciate. So let me kick these on really quick. I'm using Complementary Reimagined is one of the ones that I really like. This is probably going to lag my recording, but let's see. There we go. Listen to my PC spin up like a helicopter really quickly. But yeah, let me make my way over here. So as we come up here, you can tell with the shaders, this is a really nice view of the windmill build. Especially if we start putting the custom trees in, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. So the one other reason why I really liked this being where it's built, and why at the beginning I said you can watch the sunset from the porch, you get this fantastic view. When we start putting in our trees down the line here, I'm purposefully going to cut some of the trees down that are like right here, or make them like have fallen over so you can still watch this sunset over the hills here. You can see our house over there. And with that, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope this one was more entertaining. Please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to comment with anything you would like to say. Please make sure to like. It all really helps out the channel a lot. I can't even state how much it helps the channel out. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.